The Fray, How to Save a Life on the Graham Norton Radio Show with Waitrose on Virgin. Now, this is exciting. Legendary Queen drummer Roger Taylor has a new solo album. It came out yesterday, and he's also on tour. What else is he doing? Talking to us right now. Hello, Roger Taylor.
Good morning, Graham.
Now, how are you? Because tonight's a big night. It's a lot of firsts for you tonight.
Yeah, for an old one, yeah. It's first time I've been allowed out after all this pandemic thing. And no, it's very exciting. I'm in Newcastle. We open tonight of a fairly short tour. First time I've done it in 20 years. So I'm kind of nervous, but excited. Very excited, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it must be, because this is your first time, as you say, for over 2 decades without the rest of Queen.
That's right. I was either hiding behind Freddie Mercury or Adam Lambert before, and I'll be out there myself tonight. But I've got an incredible band put together, so it should be a fun night.
It is interesting, that idea of, when the drummer steps forward, the drummer takes the centre role. Obviously, when you'd Freddie in Queen, that was the front man to end all front men. But when you lost Freddie, what were the discussions like in the band? Was there a kind of a, you do it, you do it, you do it?
Well, not at all, really. I mean, when we lost Freddie, Brian and I thought, this is all over. This is the end of Queen. It's been incredible, and thank you very much, and good night. But it just, events conspired to keep it all going, and then eventually when we went out with Paul Rodgers, but when we met Adam Lambert, we met the perfect guy to sing our songs. And obviously he's not Freddie, he doesn't try to be, he's just himself. He's a wonderful singer, and he fits in so well with the Queen material. He's a joy to work with, I've got to say.
So tonight, when you get on stage, I mean, I feel for you because it's a new album. Outsiders, the album came out yesterday. 12 new tracks. Like, presumably, you just want to play 12 new babies. So how many are you going to be doing tonight in Newcastle?
Oh, well, how many of my new babies am I going to do? I don't know, maybe half a dozen.
Oh, okay.
But obviously there'll be a sprinkling. I think it'd be a bit unfair on the audience if I didn't play any Queen stuff or any of, maybe a couple of my old ones as well. So I think the expectation would be to hear some Queen music. After all, I was pretty involved.
Yep.
So I think a smattering of this and that. So hopefully a good array of different stuff. Yeah.
And obviously, this has been a terrible time for musicians and performers. But you made Lemonade. This album really happened because of COVID.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought, well, here I am. I was stuck in Cornwall. It wasn't bad. We had a lot of space and it was beautiful. But it was a terrifying time as well. I think everybody was in the same boat. And so I thought, I'm going to make some decent use of this time. And I just sort of got creative, and it just seemed to roll out. It was... in that way, it was great. I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's hear a track. This is the single off the new album. This is "We're All Just Trying to Get By." Is there anything we should know about the song, how it came about, before we hear it?
It's a sort of simplistic truth, isn't it, really? We're all just, but it applies to animals and plants as well, and even viruses, dare I say.
Yep, we're all just trying to get by. Presumably, you'll play this one tonight, right?
Yes, we are playing this one.
Okay, so if you're going to see Roger Taylor tonight in Newcastle, you will hear this live right now off the new album Outsider. Here is Roger, and we're all just trying to get by.
Airports and train stations of the multiplex of nations, all the creatures of creation, all the fishes and crustaceans, to satisfy their sense of station, through the rules and regulations, just get by. We're all just trying to get by. sand, all the insects in the land, all the wildlife on the plain, jungle plants expecting rain, all playing the same game, in the struggle to remain, just get by. We're all trying to get by. We're all just trying to get by.
We're all just trying to get by.
We're all just trying to survive.
For these days, that is the current single from Roger Taylor. We're all just trying to get by off the new album Outsider, and Roger is still with us. So, Roger, how did the first solo project come about?
Well, the very first,
Yeah.
in my, it was in 1980, and we had a sort of off period with Queen, time off, and I went to Switzerland, and we had a studio, and I made my own album called Fun in Space all those years ago.
And when you did that, did you kind of think, oh, I might really like this and I won't go back?
No, I'd never. I mean, the mothership always calls you back, I was always absolutely, completely committed to Queen. But it was just nice to be able to do something that was entirely you, and you could express yourself and only you. And you didn't have to have the rows.
Oh, now, come on, no row, surely.
No, gentlemanly disagreements.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, it is interesting, though, the mothership Queen. There's something about you guys. I mean, everything you touch just turns to gold. I mean, We Will Rock You, the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, I suppose you're living it. So I guess you experience it very differently. From the outside looking in, it just looks like whatever you do is just a massive success. Is that how it feels?
Well, yeah, kind of. It might look like that, but it's not quite that simple. I mean, when we put the movie out, we had no idea that it was. We hoped it was going to be that people were going to love it, and thankfully they did. But there's no guarantee. Likewise with We Will Rock You, the musical. And boy, that had some terrible reviews when it started, and we nearly sort of sunk. But obviously, people loved it. Your actual people, as opposed to critics.
Yeah.
And they just came in droves for 13 years. It was wonderful.
Incredible. Who played you in the film?
Ben Hardy, wasn't it? Yeah. He's great, but I'm not sure about some of the clothes. I've been seen dead in some of those, but there we are.
And, I mean, how true to life? I mean, obviously it's a fiction and it needs to kind of a narrative structure, but, some of those scenes, how true to life were they?
Well, I would say the general story and thrust of the movie was basically true. But of course there was artistic license. It was an entertainment, and it wasn't a documentary. And of course we had to do they had to play tricks with the timing of it, some of the events.
Yeah.
Just to make it work really as a piece of dramatic entertainment, and I felt we hit a lot of the right notes, and it's bring, you have to have rags to riches, fame to fortune, and et cetera, et cetera. But
I mean, 'cause it is one of those, those stories. We love a show business story because it's dreams coming true.
well, it is, yeah, but it had its sad moments, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
obviously, yeah. Tell me this: we're about to play Radio Gaga. So in that movie, we saw you coming up with Radio Gaga. How accurate was that?
Oh, well, I don't think that was in the movie, the Gaga, but because that really did that. Oh no, that's you're right. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
no, I was thinking, am
Sorry,
I
how
going
do you
mad?
really
I
get
seem to
this
remember
right?
that. Yeah, you're going. Yeah.
Graham, you know more than me. Yeah. Well, that just sort of happened in the studio. My son said, "Oh, Radio Gaga." I was sort of speaking French at the time, and I had a synthesizer, and I just sort of came up with the song on a Sunday afternoon, and then Freddie and I sort of worked very hard on it, and because Fred could always see the light, at the end of any tunnel, and so it was a nice partnership there on that, but obviously the whole band contributed to it. Yeah.
But on it, Roger, hats off to you. Still out there, hustling, writing new music on tour. It's so impressive. Newcastle tonight, and the tour goes on for 14 dates, ending at the O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire on the 22nd of October. Roger, thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck tonight. I'm sure you're going to raise the roof.
Pleasure. Thank you. We do it because we love it.
Oh, I'm sure, and the audience will too. Take care of yourself, sir.
Thank you, Graham.
Bye. That was Roger.